All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Ern's World Podcast. It's your boy DJ Ern1.
It's your boy Diff Hue.
It's been a minute, but we back per usual from the couch in Portland.
I know y'all didn't think we was gonna be gone for good, did you?
Yeah, nah, homie was traveling, so took a little bit of a break. But yeah, we back. So
Yes indeed, man.
yeah, how was your trip?
Shit, man. Humid.
No, I'm already hip, I know.
Humid. But family and friends, that's what it's all about. Felt good going back home. A lot of things have changed in Con City in the 704.
I haven't heard anybody say Con City in a long time, bro.
Yeah, man. So
I used to hate when people say that. I'm from Con City. I'm like, bro, shut up. You from Concord.
Con City.
Don't nobody call Con City. Concord, Con City with people from Concord.
But yeah, no, it was fun, man. Got to see my peoples, you know what I mean? And yeah. But I don't miss the weather though, at all, to be honest with you. And I'm glad that I'm back here enjoying this nice little summer weather we got in Portland.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that. It's the only time the weather's really nice out here.
Facts.
During the summer.
Facts.
If you know, you know.
What about you though? How you been?
Oh, I've been alright. What have I been? I mean, honestly, bro, I've just been fucking with vintage video games and shit over the past couple days.
I see. You done cop some joints.
Also been doing a bunch of DJing, so there's that. Nothing too crazy with me, but I guess I'll keep this part short and sweet. Anybody that's had a PlayStation or PlayStation 2 or Xbox specifically would remember the EA Big franchise from EA Sports.
Mm-hmm. EA Big.
Right. So basically I was like on a tear to like try and find some of the SSX games that we used to play back in the day. So I ended up grabbing SSX Tricky. I don't know where I put the case for that. I think it's up there. But SSX Tricky, SSX 3, and SSX on Tour. This is like the only one I feel like I have not played, SSX on Tour. So yeah, it's funny. I was talking to the homie Justin about SSX Tricky because I just got the game yesterday and I've already beat the shit already.
I mean, ain't nothing to it really.
Not really. You just got to win each race like 3 times.
Right.
There's obviously the downhill trick challenges and stuff, but
very nostalgic though.
You really just need to unlock the maps.
Which
so
one do you like?
Do
you like the snowboarding more than the motocross? Which one do you like more? Freestyle was
freestyle.
Freestyle was fire too though.
Freestyle. So if anybody knows where I can find a copy of Freestyle for PS2,
Google, bro.
I'll let your boy.
eBay.
I'm trying to just pick that joint up in person.
They definitely got that out here somewhere.
I called every vintage video game store that popped up, and they were like,
they had my Rayman.
Like, another one? They were like, yeah, call this one. Called them. I was like, yo, you know another one? Yeah, call them. I was like, all right. Luckily, one of them, the only one, the last one I called had all 3. Actually, had all 4 of the SSXs. They had a lot of stuff actually. It was what is it? Video Game Wizard?
Yeah, that's the one near Powell, right?
On Foster.
Yeah, that's the one. That's why I got my PS Vita.
Yeah,
Shout out to them.
So they held me down on all the old like EA Big games that I've been looking for. The only one I really need at this point is Freestyle and FIFA Street.
Mike Metzger.
So
he was cool as fuck.
I get those 2. I'm cool on my EA Big games because I got all the NBA streets from 1 through 3, and then I have NFL Street. I have the first like 2 NFL streets, so I'm straight. But yeah, that's been my week in a nutshell. It's been doing a bunch of DJing and stuff. So I guess more context. The artist that I DJ for, JxJury, had a performance on Friday at the Star Theater out here. So Ninth Wonder and Musalini were the headlining acts. If you're not familiar with Ninth Wonder, he's like arguably one of the greatest hip hop producers of all time. He's on the list anyway. Would you agree with that?
Definitely.
Yeah, he's for sure on the list, and he's also from North Carolina. So
representing, you know how we do.
You know we gonna rock with him.
You already know.
But yeah, he came out here, did a show with an artist from New York, the Bronx specifically. This guy named Musalini. Honestly, kind of interesting because the last part of New York I was in before I moved out here was the Bronx. So also from North Carolina. So I mean, I just like let me check this project out. It was actually really good. What'd you think about it?
Man, That whole moment was just cool, man. I appreciate you just, bringing me along. You know what I'm saying? And actually,
That's nothing.
you know what I'm saying? That it was cool to be there. I ain't even gonna hold you. Ninth Wonder's a legend, and I mean he's from North Carolina. I'm a music producer. There's a lot that I could say about it. Very very chill dude. You can definitely tell that he does this shit because he loves it, and it's not about the money. Um, and then also what was really cool though is that he actually shared that his first beat ever sold was from someone in Portland.
Yeah, a guy named Braille back in like '03 copped like 2 different beats off of him for like 300 a piece.
Yeah. So that was actually really interesting because I would have never thought, and he already was like, yeah, Portland will forever have a place in my heart. You know what I mean? There's a connection. So that was cool. That was really cool. And then me being a music producer coming from North Carolina as well is just like, oh, that's really interesting.
But yeah, this is the project. It's called The Don and I. And it dropped, I want to say, it dropped in January of, last year? Okay. January of 2022. So it's been out for a minute.
I've been yawning like crazy.
It's all good. It's late.
I know. I'm trying. At least it's not like the drawn out, dramatic yawns. I'm like quiet with it.
Well, no, it was a good show altogether. We had DJ OG1 who was like cutting up and like keeping the crowd occupied during the interim between sets.
Yep. Cool Nuts performed as well.
Yep, Cool Nuts, a Portland legend, performed, and then his DJ was DJ Fat Boy. So shout out to DJ Fat Boy.
Yep.
I'm trying to think. Am I missing anybody else?
I mean, yeah, you're missing another North Carolinian.
Oh yeah, Keontae. The other homie Keontae. It's funny actually. He went to NC State and was crossed on the same exact line as one of my older homies, and I was like, yo, hold up. I was like, bro. I was like, wait, you went to NC State? What year you graduate? You was like 2011. I was like, and you were Alpha? I was like, the big homie Mark. He was like, yeah, I know Mark.
Yeah.
And it's so funny, bro, because if you ask Mark, like, to this day, if you were to ask him, I guess, I don't know, just about me as a kid, he would probably always tell you, like, yeah, Ern always had on some sneakers, always had the dope sneakers on as a little kid. And, like, I would always, like, just mess with him and ask him, like, and this is even before I even, like I said, I always tell people, this is before I even started liking girls, right? So, like, he'd be like, yo, I trade you my little sister for your J's, bro. And I would just like laugh and just kind of like write it off. And I'm just like, yo, this is funny as hell. Like, bro, I'm not about to trade you my J's for your sister.
That's funny as hell.
Bro, one time I looked dead at his sister. I was like, yeah, I'd rather keep my shoes. Brooke, still love you. But yeah, funny.
No, it's been a pretty fun weekend actually. As soon as I landed, literally we hit up that show, got the vibe out with Ninth, and then fast forward to Sunday. At it again. JxJury actually had a little listening party at Sugar Hill, and yeah, it was a vibe. Bro got that shit cooking, man. He's a great producer and performer, but actually just seeing him, this is my first time actually seeing a lot of him on a performance level. I just got to see him live, and then also seeing him do his listening party. It was just cool. And how he connects with everybody, and the production, like I said, definitely clean. He mixes and masters all of his stuff. Definitely inspiring for someone like me who's a producer, because I've never been good with that type of skill set. I can produce, but I'm not a good engineer. I'm not good at mixing. So like, yeah, man, that's super dope.
All good in due time.
Oh, for sure. But yeah, it was nice out, and I enjoyed that today. That was really cool. There was some joints off there that I really vibe with.
Are you talking about the project that they showcased today?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was this song called Beamer. I want to say that's what it was called.
And PTO too.
And then PTO, and then I want to say the project was how many tracks? Like 10. Or
I ain't gonna lie.
Eight or 10.
I don't know how much. I don't know how many off top.
It wasn't a very lengthy project, but I mean, it's definitely a good summer vibe. Like if you have like a cookout or like a little like West Coast backyard boogie type situation, like I could see you definitely getting them tracks off.
Right.
At that function. Yeah.
But
yeah, it was dope.
Next up though, unfortunate news, honestly. This is actually so we found out about this news a while ago, but unfortunately, we are just not getting we're just not able to actually talk about it since we're shooting right now. But rest in peace to Gillie The Kid's son.
Yeah, R.I.P.
I don't really like talking about this shit, to be honest with you, because it's just sad. But he was killed, and yeah, man. I mean, we just gotta do better, honestly. Like, I feel sorry for Gillie, because like, you know, losing anybody, honestly, but just losing someone in that way is just. And then
just like
he's a father.
over the past couple of years, he's also just been kind of like him and Wallow for real have both been kind of like a fixture in the culture, like especially since we all went inside throughout the pandemic. They had their podcast, which was keeping us all entertained. And people already knew Gillie from back in the day from rapping and stuff, but like if you really follow, bro, he is hilarious.
I was gonna say he was also kind of advocates,
and they
for
also
like,
just advocates for just being good people in general and just progressing and trying to move forward.
Exactly, trying to like, you know, shed a light on like the positives of things and not being, you know, so caught up in the streets and shit. Like, they've been there and done it, and yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. My bad for the phone situation.
Nah, you good, but yeah, R.I.P. to the son, and
Yeah,
condolences to the family, for real.
But we had to share that. There actually is some more bad news too, to be honest with you. Running up after that, so I figured we go ahead and get all that out the way. Herbo pleads guilty. Saying he's supposed to be doing about 5 years. With, you know, he could possibly get out earlier.
He's probably gonna get out earlier.
Apparently had to do with like some fraud or something. I'm not really gonna get into details of the situation.
So I don't really remember exactly what happened specifically, but he got caught up on some fraud shit. Was it last year?
No, I can't even remember.
It was either last year or like top of this year.
But I just feel like, you know, it was so random, honestly, because like I haven't been following up with Herbo like that lately, and I kind of been looking from afar, and I wasn't really. I was like, is he really like going through something? And I'm like, damn, like he really is about to get locked up. Like, he was actually a rapper that I kind of was vibing with too. So, but you know, it's hard to speak on these type of things because you don't really know what's going on and if it's really what's happening. You know, it's like, yeah, he's charged, but you know what I mean? I don't want to say he's innocent, but it's like, is he really doing fraud? You know what I mean? It's like, you're a successful rapper. Why are you doing fraud? And it was like identity theft or some shit too.
I don't know, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's like weird. Like, why would you be doing that if you're a successful rapper? That don't make any sense. Oh, and also to add on, Spot got him also got arrested too recently. They found mad guns on him.
Always getting caught with guns though.
Sawed-off shotgun.
Last time he got in trouble for some gun stuff, he had like an AK-47 on him.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. Just thought I'd throw that out there too.
His beats hard though.
They are. I was just
beat selection. The beat selection is definitely.
Oh,
it's top tier.
There is one more thing we were missing. We forgot to add up there. The Ambush Nike collab. We didn't add that. We need that.
Yeah, we can talk about that real quick. So they got a collaboration with, I don't know if y'all familiar with the Ambush or not, but I want to say they Korean?
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know.
I want to say they're a Korean brand. But anyway, the creator of Ambush is a woman named Yoon. She's dope, fly as fuck. I've seen her a few times in person. She's legit. Yeah, her stuff is dope. But they got a collab coming out with Nike in the near future. I don't know how many pairs they're doing. Like three colors.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know that either.
They're doing some colorways.
All I know is I saw some shit and I was like, yo.
They're doing some colorways on the Nike Air More Up Tempo, but like in a low top version, which is kind of interesting because anybody that follows sneakers kind of knows the Air More Up Tempo is a high top. Players like Scottie Pippen, was really basically a pair of Pippins, but Scottie Pippen is notorious for being associated with the shoe. If you watched the George of the Jungle with Brendan Fraser back in like 1996, 97, there was an iconic scene where Brendan Fraser's character George puts them on, ties them up, and then goes for a run through the jungle. It's pretty dope, iconic scene. If you know, you know. Yeah, I was begging my parents for this shoe back in the day, but like, it just wasn't really attainable for me at the time because I would always somehow, for some reason, see the shoe like almost a couple, like maybe months after it was already out and probably sold through in the size that I would need it in anyway. That was just my luck as a kid before I really figured out how to like maneuver through the sneaker space. But anyway, it's like there's a greenish purple pair that like surfaced on the internet.
People wasn't vibing with that colorway.
And then there's some other ones I think they might have had a regular black and white low top pair as well. It's kind of like a nod to the original.
That's why I was like, it'd probably be better to show a video, but spend time. We can always pull a picture up though.
Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Yeah, they wasn't liking the colorway, the Barney colorway. That's what I'm gonna call it.
Okay, so there's a brown pair, a brownish. Let me just pull up this picture. So there's this pair. It's like a yellow tan, like a wheat with like a black midsole.
Can't nobody see that, bro.
Bro. They on foot.
So why could you just pull up the
I'm
actual
trying
shoe?
to like. This is what came up when I searched it.
Why don't you just go to the DMs?
Because that's doing a lot. I'm going to have to scroll through all the shit you be sending me, bro.
That's fair.
Yeah. Nice try. That would have to be like bumped up to the top of my inbox for me to find that joint. At this point. Okay, here's another.
They right here. Google it.
But this is the colorway. It's like a tan and brown.
And the
like
Barney.
Like a wheat, basically.
It's called the lavender.
And there was another purple pair. I don't know. Oh, yeah, here's the black pair I was talking about. It's the black pair, regular black pair. But in low top form. And then there's that green pair somewhere. I don't
it's
know.
the lavender. That's what they call it.
Lavender?
Yeah. Just Google it.
I'm about to put lavender behind this thing.
The low lavender. That's my favorite one, aka the Barneys. It's just lit.
I don't fuck with her. No. Nobody asked for a low top air more up tempo.
Hot top is better though, I ain't gonna hold you.
Just like because she did the collab on the Air Adjust Force. And it's just like, yo, who the fuck told you to bring this shit back in low top? It was never in low top. It was in mid top and high top.
True.
And it's like, I don't really have an issue with y'all bringing back the low top form, but give us the original form if you're going to bring back a variation of a shoe that's never retro before, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, don't give us something that never was.
I see where you come from.
Like, what the fuck? If you're going to give us something that never was, give us the real shit to go with the shit that never was, you know?
Right.
Scratch both parties' backs, you know? Scratch the OG heads back with the original pairs and give us all the different, like, colored straps. Give us all the different straps with the color inserts that you could put in there. To, essentially, it was like Nike ID before Nike ID was a thing. Like, I want that pair in addition to the ambush. Don't just give me the ambush. You know what I mean?
I feel you. No,
that's just me being angry as a sneakerhead.
No, it makes sense though because it's like you might already like that colorway, and it's like, well, damn, why couldn't y'all put this in that? Like, you know what I mean? You didn't even give me that option. So yeah, no, that's like irking because it's like shit. You might as well should have just gave me the option at least.
Bro, and then they did the same dumbass shit when they fucking dropped the Air Swoops in like, what was it, 2018, 2019, whatever. I want to say it was 2018. So Cheryl Swoops the first Nike, first woman to get a Nike, to get a signature shoe from the Swoops, right?
Okay.
And on some nut shit, they fucking put out her second signature shoe before her first signature shoe. And then don't do no real storytelling around the shoe. So it's like you drop this iconic ass fucking model that is hella iconic. Don't do no storytelling on it. And then wonder why it don't sell out. It's like, bro, y'all didn't tell the story. Like, these little kids weren't around for that when it first came out. Like, they didn't grow up watching Cheryl Swoops play basketball.
True, because I don't even really know who that is.
See, my
Actually, I
point
take that
exactly.
back. No. I do know what it is. I'm sorry.
But
sorry.
it's like,
Forgive me. It is late. I do know who that is.
but you get what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
It's like how you gonna how you gonna retro her second signature before her first signature?
No, that doesn't make any sense. That's stupid as
Like
hell.
from a storytelling standpoint, it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. And again, like you said, like I was saying, it's like, well, if the first one is a classic and we know that, and that was what defined it, why would you not?
Like her first 3 were classics, so I'm like, yo, just drop them in chronological order,
right? No, I don't know, man. People do what they do,
and do some actual storytelling around it, because y'all got what is it? What
they did that so we can have a conversation on it.
Elena Del Don and Sabrina Ionesco now have signature shoes, but I'm like, yo, like y'all could have easily connected that to Cheryl's situation, but who am I? At this point, I'm on the outside,
right?
Looking in.
Right. What do we know?
But anyway, what's not all those topics?
Shoes, man. Shoes.
Oh yeah. So we got some more shoes to talk about. It's a pretty sneaker heavy episode.
Yeah, for sure.
Where's the other image? You want? I guess we'll just
Video.
We can just do the Laki shit real quick because it's already up on my phone. So I don't know if y'all familiar with the. I'll let you explain this one since.
Yes, let me go ahead. You already know. So 2 worlds in this. Well, actually, not 2 worlds. 2 brands in the same world. You have a skateboarding company called Girl Skateboards, and then you have a footwear company called Laki Footwear. They're under the same distribution, which is Krill Tap. That's some whole other shit. But basically, they put out a skate video called Yeah Right, and that was like 20 years ago apparently, because we're getting old. So,
which is crazy to think about.
Right, because like, man, 20 years ago, I can go into details about this video, but it really is a whole nother conversation. This is an iconic video in many ways. It had Owen Wilson in there. They used a lot of green screen. Well, not really green screen, but like they used the green screen method, but with ramps, which was kind of cool at that time. But the video in general is just a classic, honestly, in the skate world. If you know, you know. They actually just did a collab with Laki, and it is to commemorate the 20th anniversary of the Yeah Right skate video.
So we getting 3 pairs of kicks.
The neon green colorway represents the whole aesthetic, and also the fact that they used the green screen effect with the ramps.
Dang, you know what's crazy? I was wondering why those were green like that, but now because they did use a whole bunch of green screen stuff in the video.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I had that on DVD. That was a really big deal in my life. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so the colorways is dope just because the colors represent the actual aesthetic of the whole thing. So that was cool. And
what's your favorite pair out of these 3? You said you like the gum bottom,
the black ones, and the gum bottom.
And we were saying earlier before we started this top podcast, we were like, why didn't they do the gum bottom on the black?
Yeah, I'm not mad at them doing it like that, but the gum would have been better. It would have made the black pop.
The gum would have popped on the black.
Yeah, it would have popped.
Like,
I agree for sure.
I don't know.
And you know what's crazy? Fun random story.
I like the color palette though.
The last pair of Lakas I had, I ordered them joints and they were too small. I had to send them back, and I never had any again.
What year was this?
This was a long time ago.
Like high school?
No, it's probably after that. But yeah.
Larry June been having like Lakai collabs too recently.
He did. That was actually a random collab. I didn't expect that. I didn't know he was cool with them like that.
I thought it was kind of random too, because I'm like, does bro even like skate?
Exactly who he knows. He's got to know somebody over there.
Probably.
Yeah.
Where are they based out of? The Bay?
It's Cali. I don't know what part. It's California. It's not the Bay.
But somewhere in Cali?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
It's Cali for sure, yeah.
I guess I can't knock it.
Krill Tap. Krill Tap owns 4-Star, Girl, Laki. I might be missing some other shit, but yeah.
Dang. And you said this movie. You said that video came out 20 years ago.
20 years ago,
bruh.
20 years ago, man.
It's crazy. I was talking to one of the homies today about, because somebody played Oh, the homie Motaz was playing "It All Falls Down" by Kanye at the listening party before like we actually played some music, and I was like, damn, like I had an epiphany. I was like, I'm wearing literally the exact same J's Kanye had on in the "It All Falls Down" video. Same exact release, 2002.
These from 2002?
2002 True Red.
Those are from 2002?
He's from 2002.
Dang, bruh.
Yeah.
Dang.
I have one of the homies put them back together for me, but they are still in good condition.
2002, that's wild. That's a long time.
So, I don't know. I just happened to, like, it just hit me as I was listening to that song. I was like, damn, I'm wearing the same exact kicks Kanye had on in the video. Like, literally the exact same kicks.
That's actually dope. They actually are in pretty good condition, though. I never really paid attention to them until I actually looked at them.
Yeah, bro.
They got that age look to them.
This is the best retro of this particular colorway, too. Like, people try and say the 09 pair from the pack was the best pair, but I'm like, nah, for real, it's this pair because it ages damn near the exact same way as, like, the 1992 pair does. Like, they start out... Obviously, these panels are black, but this is more of, like, a charcoal gray, like, kind of like off black.
Mm-hmm.
I guess charcoal gray, off black, black. So once the shoe ages and gets worn in a little bit, you can see the contrast between the panels. And they look fire as fuck. But not trying to get on a Jordan tangent.
It's all good because we about to head over to Adidas and Bape.
Facts.
Which is a random collab, but
also not really if you know.
I was about to say, not really if you know.
The volume turned up.
And it's that one on the right.
The one on the right?
Keep going.
Oh, yeah, it's like the 1 minute one, right?
No. Yeah, go over.
This one.
No, yeah, that one. Yeah.
Well, let me make sure I got the...
So, Adidas and Bape have done a collab before. This one is the Campus.
Of course, we got to add.
Y'all just wait. I don't hear no audio.
I don't either. Oh. Might be.
You want to go in on this topic?
I mean, not really. We got a collaboration between Bape and Adidas.
Right.
Again. Ain't nothing new. Just, I guess,
but I didn't like the last one because I'm not a crazy camo Bape.
I mean,
there's a lot going on.
They had so many.
There's a lot going on in that last shoe.
Come out that it's hard for me to tell you exactly. I'm like, yo, like if somebody mentions a Bape Adidas collab, I'm like, oh, is this like, what year are we talking?
True.
Cause like, they've been collabing since we were in like middle school together.
That last one though with the all camo shit, so I won't fuck with.
But yeah, nah, they're. I mean, the Campus is one of my favorite silhouettes from Adidas, so I rock with this heavy regardless. Like there was they actually did oh man, it might have been like 5 years ago. They did some camo Campuses.
And this is for the 30th anniversary of Bape.
So they did that regular like greenish yellow. So they did like a regular like greenish yellow Campus, camo Campus, and they did the black camo, black and gray camo. And then what else did they do? There's been a bunch of. There was like a Bape ZX collab back in like 2014 that was going stupid on the internet and had the culture in like a chokehold for a little bit, but that was around the time Kanye and Pharrell and Nigo all went over to Adidas though. Remember that?
When who?
And it was like 2014 when Adidas, basically when Kanye left Nike.
Oh yeah.
And then Adidas went hard in the paint for a little bit with the collaborators. They were like, yo, we got Kanye, we got Pharrell, we got Nigo. Who else did they take? I think that was it.
I think that was.
Oh no, they had Jeremy Scott too.
Damn, they did. I don't know how we forgot that. But was that around the same time?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. We had all four of them at like the same exact time.
Yeah, because them joints with Jeremy Scott was a big deal.
And then there were a few designers they took from Nike that like I want to say worked on a few like iconic Air Maxes and like some of the Yeezy stuff. But yeah. People flop and flip and jump over the fence and go to the other side all the time.
Contractually, though.
Yeah. So there'll be like clauses in people's contracts where it's like a non-compete or something like that from like a design standpoint, like if you're a designer, where it's like, yeah, like you can't really work for any brands for like any other brands that are in the same industry for like a couple of years after, or like maybe a year or two after you leave, because it's like, we don't want you taking all of our product and like innovation and insights and stuff over to our competitors while we're still using it.
Right.
You know? But I feel like that's it from a sneaker standpoint, right?
Ain't.
We got another one?
Asics and Marvel.
Oh, damn, you're right.
And Kith, which is another crazy collab. Now, this one is a little over the top, but I'm actually not mad at it. Because it's like Kith and the Asics, they've done something together before, right?
Yeah, Ronnie has a very, very big relationship with Asics. He's been doing Asics collabs since like we were in high school.
So that's not unusual. But to add the Marvel in the mix, it's not unusual either, because I guess they might be Marvel fans, but it's like to the main public, you know, it's like, whoa, okay. But the colorways is fire, and they're representing all the Marvel X-Men characters. Well, the main ones.
The main ones that everybody pretty much knows.
Yeah, the main ones.
I guess we'll hop into this real quick. And of course, we gotta add. All right, so. Here we go. The Asics Gel Light 3 Kith collection. Marvel X-Men. So my question is, are these cards actually in then?
No.
Well.
That would be dope if they were.
Never mind. They had them up there like they were actually part of the...
Right.
Every time I saw them on the internet, not the internet, but on Instagram, I was like, okay, is this like card like coming with the shoe?
I mean, shit. I wish. Is it?
I don't know. It would be cool if it did, though. It might.
But I don't think it is. It might be, though.
I could see them on... Ooh. What pair is Storm?
Storm. I knew those was Storm.
Okay, them shit's kind of cold.
Oh, wait. It is. Look, it says Kith.
Okay, yeah. Okay, bet.
Oh, shit. Okay. These already out, right?
I'm good on the Mr. Beast. It's just the blue. I know people are gonna be like, you said you like the Storm, though.
The Gambits.
Those are kind of tough.
Those are fire.
Cause he's from like New Orleans, right? It's supposed to be like Creole or some shit. His character.
Shit. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know that.
Rogue is kind of tough.
Yeah, they are.
Rogue is tough. All right. Obviously, Cyclops. Cyclops tough, bro. The Cyclops is cold.
Right, that's one of the hardest ones.
I went to A&T, so obviously I'm a rock with those, but those are cold.
Bro, these junks is going. Well, hold on. I'm trying. How late are we?
What you mean?
On these shoes.
I don't know. The resale market not popping anyway.
What you mean it's not popping? I'm not trying to resell them.
I know, I'm just saying. I was just saying. The resale market's not popping.
I'm trying to cop these motherfuckers.
Not that I've ever been a reseller, but
people like the people reselling for some stupid shit, like $500.
Those the Marvel joints?
Some of them, yeah.
Which ones?
It's hard to gauge if this is accurate, but they're all going for like 300 and up.
Interesting. I mean, Ronnie's Asics collabs usually go for bread on the resale market, so I'm not surprised. Like, he's done a bunch of them that have been like, yo.
And then it's got the card with it too. That's like adds on value.
Matter of fact, I got a homie that worked for Kith. Homie Muhammad. Shout out to Muhammad. Fuck with you the long way, cuzzo. But yeah. What's next now that we're done with these sneakers?
You got the list.
I'm about to pull it up.
Let me see.
I feel like we kind of ran through. Oh, the flying car joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not gonna kill y'all with a whole lengthy episode right now. We just about to just Dang, that's crazy though. We getting flying cars now.
I'm over here trying to find these Asics. I'm late as fuck.
To even think about like the fact like what the we are really getting a flying car.
It's not no real car though.
Which one you want to watch? The 7-minute one? Might as well. I'm actually curious to know what the heck this thing like. Cause I've been seeing it, but I haven't actually like checked into it. These fucking ads, man. You copping? Look at that. Look at that bullshit.
I'm just trying to figure out how they gonna navigate traffic in the sky, because motherfuckers can't drive as is.
Like what? And then what if one of those little things is like floating in the air for you to drive in the air, or fly in the air rather, falls and hits somebody's car underneath and starts a whole accident?
It's a lot to think
then
about.
What?
It's a lot to think about, man. It's a lot to
then
digest.
What?
A lot to digest, bro.
If anything, they're better off. Actually, no, I don't even know. I really don't even know the best approach for this. I was gonna say they could just have like the street lights, have like some type of like beam that like tells you which lane to fly in. But at the same time,
But I mean, like realistic.
Either way, you're still flying over cars that are driving.
I just feel like, in theory, this flying car shit sounds so cool, right? But people don't realize, man, it's just a lot of stuff to this. Like, first off, they already got it to where you can't even have a plane you can't go in the air unless the government knows, basically.
Right.
So with a car or a flying car at that matter, it's like you going in the sky with like planes and stuff, you're gonna be regulated too, which to me is like, what's the point? I mean, it sounds cool, like I said, in theory, but you're not going to be able to just fly and go everywhere you want. It's not going to be like that, bro. They're going to regulate, and they're going to eventually come up with ways to where you can't just go anywhere you want. It's not going to be like that.
It's got to be kind of like the plane situation where, like, you know how you have to, like, tell them, essentially give the air traffic controllers, like, your flight plan or whatever?
Something.
Because I'm like, you can't just have something. It's not like a drone.
This ain't the Jetsons.
It's not a drone that you just register your joint with the FAA and cop a little license or something like that and just fly your joint all willy-nilly and make sure you're like not in restricted airspace.
I just feel like this is the start, but we got a long way before we'll ever honestly see. I just don't even see it happening in our lifetime, like real roads in the sky. You know what I mean? That's a whole nother level. People are going to have to park. It's just a lot to that. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But they're going to have floating car garages. Like, I don't know, man. This is a lot to unpack when it comes to that. It's opening a whole new door of craziness.
Georgia Tech, thanks for joining us. So this is like science fiction coming to reality eventually.
Yo, she
just
kind of
because it has
right,
kind of like that.
I didn't want to say nothing, but
these vehicles on the road or in the sky. This
who was
vehicle
that in Studio 57?
and the sky. Anytime soon. Can you explain like what the certification
pretty
really
eyes,
right?
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me here today, Anne-Marie.
Marie.
So this is an FAA special certification for an experimental
Shout out to Marie.
Right.
So this means that the aircraft can operate in limited use conditions. Two of the big ones are for exhibition, right? So just showing people what the capabilities of the aircraft are, getting them used to the idea. But more importantly, it allows the aircraft to operate for research and development purposes. So being able to test it in different environments to help inform future designs that would allow it to become aircraft worthy, where full paying passengers,
that looks like a Reebok logo on front of the car.
Paying passengers to fly it.
Do.
So we've got like some specs on the screen of the Model A.
A Model A.
We can see that it's 100% electric. But how does this car work? Because it drives, but it also flies.
Correct. So when you look at the car, it's very sleek. Looks great. It looks like any other normal car. The first thing you notice is that it's not solid metal though. It's got a mesh body.
I noticed that.
Mesh allows for air to go through it. So you can drive the car on the road, but behind
so
or
mad she said
underneath,
that.
if you want to think where you're sitting, there's actually 8 propellers and 2 wings that you don't see, so they're hidden. So if you want to take off vertically, the propellers basically aim to lift you off the ground. But if you want to go longer distances, you can't just rely on the propellers. The wings make things more efficient. So in that case, you, the passenger, are sitting in, let's say, your pod or where you would have your steering wheel, but the car is going to rotate behind you. And so if there's a wing, for instance, that's on the passenger side 2 wheels, and there's a wing that's on the driver's side 2 wheels, the car is literally rotating so that wings basically are now behind you and you fly. So it's like this sort of rotation that happens that you don't realize, or I like to say all of a sudden now it's like I'm lying on my back you're not, but it would be the equivalent of like lying on your back where the hood of the car would have been. So you're no longer looking at the hood, you're looking at nothing in front of you, right? The car's all behind you.
Whoa, this is way cooler than anything the Jetsons had, for sure.
I just said something about the Jetsons too.
So, like I said, it does drive on the road, but it's actually, I think the maximum
You gonna whip that
speed is
bitch?
like 25 miles an hour. It doesn't have the
Like I
capability of
stole
going
it.
super fast despite the sleek look. It's really sort of meant for
Gonna take
flying, but
a whole new
just
meaning
like
to we
electric
flying.
vehicles, where
That
it's
boy
only
was flying.
now that they're
Flying down the
really
road.
investing in the infrastructure that's necessary. I imagine you're going to need some specific infrastructure for a vehicle like this. Like, it needs a place to land, right?
Right. So clearly, you need
That's
a
what
lot
the-
of infrastructure.
that's what the
key would
research
be
purposes is for.
If you're operating on batteries, you
Makes
need
sense.
Where we gonna land
infrastructure,
it?
right? So that's going to be a big one. I do believe that you're going
Imagine
to
motherfuckers just trying to land on the road. People driving.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
you see me
That
driving.
would be chaotic as
these
hell.
propellers are
what I'm
generating
saying,
a lot
bro.
of downdraft or wind, right?
Yeah.
It's
So
like
you don't want to be landing it in a normal street where pedestrians.
it's like the videos you've seen of like the planes landing on the interstate.
Emergency though.
I know, but I'm saying it was like you just driving, minding your own business. Next thing you know, a single engine Cessna coming down on the interstate. You just like, bro, what?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, man.
Pedestrians are walking because that would not be safe. The wind may even knock them over. The other infrastructure that we often don't think about is the airspace itself, right? So when we're on the ground, we have
No, we
red
thought about
lights
that.
and stop
Right.
signs, things that tell us how we can merge or who has the right of way. We would need to
People just
design
gonna be in the sky.
airspace or look at things to avoid conflict with drones,
He
conflict
just
with
put
commercial
picked up, just got up and just drove and just.
but also maybe merge lanes, right?
Look at
There
that
could be
bullshit.
highways in
I'd
the
be pissed.
sky.
I'm sitting in traffic and somebody else
use
just.
to fly these
You
aircraft.
mad?
So,
Man,
just
I
tell
feel
people
real
that the
broke
video
right
that
now.
we're looking at
Right.
I presume has been provided by the company.
That's what's gonna come
I
down
don't think
to.
we actually have video of whatever their prototype looks like, but this is kind of the best case scenario. They already
Yeah, but
have
you still
people who
drive?
put a down payment
Well,
down.
we already
The
flying.
expectation is that this vehicle is going to cost
Talking
about
about.
$300,000. The last video I saw from the company says that they
And
have
it's
like
electric, so you ain't even
440
using
people
gas no more.
who
You
have
still
already,
pumping gas?
put money down, and they want this vehicle.
What's wrong with you?
They say production to deliver.
Oh, bro, you
their
drive a Tesla?
Model A, which is just a 2-seater.
Tesla's electric.
They
I know, but I'm
expect
saying that,
delivery
like,
date
you
to
drive
be
a
sometime in
Tesla?
2025, and then they're working on a
Can't do this.
full-purpose
Right.
sedan that would be delivered by 2035. From your
Wait, delivered by
perspective,
2035.
Is this a realistic timeline?
Hell no.
So the way I like to think about this is there's a lot of different design hurdles that we have to go through between, getting, let's say, the first aircraft that passengers can fly in off the ground, pun intended, versus something that might really be able to be integrated into our lives. So a next hurdle would be going through the manufacturing process, this Model A, sort of demonstrating that it is has another level of airworthy certification. I think 2025 is probably a little aggressive for that. We're seeing FAA take its time, right? These are new aircraft, a lot of different situations we haven't faced before. So I think having a more realistic, expectation on that timeline is appropriate. But the other
I think
example
so,
I'd like
too.
to give is when we had the jet engine.
Take your time.
Believe it or not, when we had the jet engine, to fly from London to Tokyo at the beginning took 10 stops in 36 hours.
Wow.
And now we're down to a nonstop with
I mean, it
14
would be
hours.
dope though.
So when we think about
just fly
where these
home,
cars are headed,
you know
there's
what I
gonna be
mean?
a lot of trade-offs between getting
Stop
new
and get some
battery
gas,
powered to let us go
fly.
faster
That looks
and
like
longer,
madness, though.
as well as on
Well,
the
you
road,
wouldn't stop
right?
and get gas. I
25
guess you would
miles an
charge up.
hour is a low-speed vehicle. I like to think about it. We're sort of in the classification of almost a golf cart, right? That we're using in the retirement communities.
Right.
controlled settings. This is not a car we're going to be able to take on the highway.
I have one more quick question too, and I don't know if we know this, but I know like drones are actually pretty loud. Just a good quality drone. Do we have any idea how loud this vehicle would be?
Loud as fuck.
So quieter than a helicopter is what we are being told by the design community. So the propellers and the distributed propeller system.
I hope it is quieter than a helicopter.
Is quieter than helicopters. They could still be noisy. But one of the other advantages of using these distributed propulsion systems is you can sort of direct the noise away from certain areas. So if you're
I don't want that shit to sound like I'm driving a damn lawnmower in air.
You have the ability to direct.
I don't know if that's the right description, but it's something loud coming through.
I'm typically an old.
It's gonna be loud
on any technology that I can afford. This one I might give a little time though to work out the kinks. Lori Garrell, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Anne-Marie.
Research shows people remember
I'm gonna give it a little bit of time before so it can work out the kinks.
Right.
All right, so we got this new adapter now. I hope this shit don't do the same bullshit the other one did. It don't. We Gucci.
What else on the list? What else we got? We got anything else to squeeze in?
Oh, we just got the Jam Sesh. We about to hop into the Jam Sesh. All right, so first track on tonight's Jam Sesh. Shout out to the homie Blade Donnell. I want to say he's from Florida originally. Moved out here a couple years ago. Bumped into him again this evening at the listening party. So I was like, yeah, bro. You got any tracks you want us to feature on the Jam Session? He was like, yeah, I got it. He actually put out some new work a couple weeks ago. He was like, yeah, run that Kaleidoscope Halo. So it's Kaleidoscope Halo by Blade Donnell.
Okay.
Of course, you know what we gonna do.
Here we go, look. Nice to meet you, Miss in person. I haven't seen you in a while, I ask us don't be nervous. I can't be mad at you, girl, we human, we all ain't perfect. But you surely worthy, curvy like cursive. Hit the interstate for you doing 80, just swerving. Hate that I hurt you when I know that you didn't deserve it. Remember buying you gifts, making you laugh and you smirking. You stop responding, so when I write, I put you in verses. Cause it's the only time you'll listen, just you say I'm stubborn. I get that from my father, or better yet my mother. Grew up following Lil Larry, shit, that's my big brother. Thinking about the nights when we slept on the rug with covers. Life's a beast, sometimes it stings, my wings still fly like butter. And I say life is not a lesson, it's just like a puzzle. I learned to love myself, the Lord, he make me like none other. I say I had to love myself, he made me like none other. Don't crown me as a king, I know you see my halo. And my family raised a man, survival raised an angel. My kaleidoscope on life, come see from every angle. My kaleidoscope on life, I give you every angle. And if I ever said I loved you, I mean that shit forever. No, you can't city girl or wife, the baddest bitch a devil. She wearing Prada, telling lies, she's like the pictures painted. Codenamed the cleaner, so I guess I gotta entertain it. Yeah. Guess I gotta entertain it. Older family gotta see respect, the debt on missing payments. Coming down, you know I'm gripping wood. My brother gripped the stainless. How we
I'm not sure I can ask him though.
Looking outside in, we couldn't explain.
I want to say he makes his own
so don't
beats.
crown me as a king. I know you see
Don't quote me on that though.
And my family
I want to say he makes his own beats, but don't quote me on that.
My kaleidoscope on life, come see from every angle. My kaleidoscope on life, I give you every angle. And if I ever said I loved you, I mean that shit forever. No, you can't city girl or wife, the baddest bitch a devil. She wearing Prada, telling lies, she's like the pictures painted. Codenamed the cleaner, so I guess I gotta entertain it. Yeah.
What's the name of this track?
The name of this track is Kaleidoscope Halo.
You know how we do it, we used to ride and bump the ocean. Still keep it frank, we making waves like ocean.
Let me make the album artwork a little bit bigger for y'all. feel like I couldn't really see it the last time, so here it is. That's crazy. My original adapter for this joint had a short in it.
How long you had it?
We barely used that joint.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
That's why I'm like, yo, like, what? Defective ass dongle. But yeah, this is Kaleidoscope Halo, and this is by Blade Donnell. Alright, the next song is by Wax Tailor, and it's called Ungodly Fruit.
We're just like other people. We love to sing, we love to dance.
Your boy is
We
tired.
admire beautiful women.
Oh, me and
We're
you both,
human.
bro. I'm about to knock out after
Sometimes
right after this.
I don't think I've ever dozed off on camera.
You wanna take a nap? Take a nap. You know, I gotta show y'all the album artwork. It's my favorite feature of the Jam Sesh, showing y'all the album artwork. Low-key, this sounds like some shit that could have been in... You seen the original Disney version of the Jungle Book, right?
Yeah.
This kind of gives me some vibes of like Mowgli walking through the jungle, except without the beat and drums and stuff. Like, if it was just like everything else.
I feel you.
I don't know why it reminds me of like some like bare necessities types of vibe. You know what I mean?
I can hear that, especially with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
I can hear it and see it.
Perhaps those who may be among us tonight for the first time may be wondering
Sounds
what is
like
going to happen
this
now.
could have been an alternate
It is,
version
course,
of bare
necessary for the
necessities.
minds and souls of us all.
Or like it just could have been used in a Disney movie back in the day. I could be reaching.
I mean, with the whole beat itself.
Yeah. Without like the drums and the. But if it were just like the other instruments without the percussion. And maybe if you like, as far as percussion would go, I'd say maybe if you like, I feel like I hear some finger cymbals in there maybe a little bit, but that would be like the farthest it would go. It would be some very, 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 very subtle like percussion instrument. Like a finger cymbal or like a triangle or something would be like as far as it would go. All right, that was Ungodly Fruit by Wax Tailor.
Mm-hmm.
Next one, shout out to Musalini, Ninth Wonder, and 38 Special. This one is off of the Don and I project, and it's called Dom Music.
It's so
I
Spesh.
feel like we should get away with this, like we're playing this.
Right.
There must be. Know what I'm saying? It's so hard. Trust. Yeah. It's so hard. Let me talk to him real quick. Hey y'all, I'm really tired of helping out. I'm unappreciated. I'ma go the selfish route. Because all these rappers is telling lies. Talking about heated marble floors. Must've wrote that rhyme in somebody else's house. They want me off the street, so I chill.
Yeah, bro, I was in like,
and got back on my feet when it helped.
I was grade with that when I first heard the Ninth Wonder song. It had to be like 5th or 6th grade for me.
These niggas want me dead and put prices on my
My
head.
cousin,
I told them do it freely.
Emerson put me
The
on.
only place your shooter see me. What he gonna do? Shoot a TV? Do you believe me? Amazed at the things
Because there was a
that I
song
do
off of the Minstrel
My
show
reputation supersedes me.
called
I really
Cheating.
live a frugal life. I make bitches take layovers through the night.
You know what I'm talking about?
Clean getaway, ain't got a boat in the driveway. My scale
Nope.
weigh a ton. We ain't come here to play king
Man
for
with
the
the sleep.
funds. Stocks and investments, I bought Glocks for all of my henchmen. Private parties and that all white linen cost $750. On the yacht blowing sticky, my bottom bitch with me. A bag of Birkin, she really earned it. This game ain't perfect, still ball on the court. She know her purpose, I ain't even gotta word it. Pockets loaded, she labeled me a poet. I'm just surfing, but the fans all quoted. Stunting in the firm, city view from the house out in Jersey. Before anybody, you gotta see it first. Realest shit I ever heard, you gotta know your worth. You know the gods run the...
All right, well, that was the end of that track. I don't know why it cuts out like that, but I think it blends into the next song,
Right.
like seamlessly. So that's probably why. But the next song, what is this track called? Oh, it's called Midnight Oil. So it's The Alchemist, Larry June, and Jay Worthy. This beat is fire. The album artwork is fire too.
Make up your mind if you're gonna do something.
I'll let the first like 20 seconds run through, and then I'm gonna show y'all the album artwork.
You wanna do. Your goals can unfold right before your eyes, but you gotta have certain priorities and all.
Ball houses off the wrist, half a kick for the fit. Barricades on the block, another nigga got 10. Squeeze into the Glock jam. Niggas know I'm top tier. I'm fasting in the morning, casual with my garments. South of France, smoke. Hold on, I got more shit. Hold on, I got motion. Hold on, I don't know him. Chill out with that bro shit. This might be the greatest escape, nigga. Got my feet wet when I was 17.
Damn.
First time cruising
Doesn't
down the
know from him.
blade was like a movie scene.
That's all
We was
good.
rocking Nike tech suits in 2013. 20,000 hanging out my pocket, hookah, clock and cheese. Used to drive the Costa Mesa twice a month, dodge the steam, bust a couple plays. After that, head to SD. Hotel circle hot as fuck. It's time to switch speeds. 2 5.0s back to back. It was 2 P's.
2 hits of the num juice still couldn't knock me off the caboose. Don't get it fucked up, boo. No hoe, we don't love you. Like Pepe Le Pew, 3 riders in ski mask. Looking like TRU, no duck, goose, just dump, shoot. Fuck with the fuck round 2, homie, this 14 dudes. P worthy the reputable. Turn offs into vegetables. That's just how the section rolls. The homies chunk 2s and 4s. 4s and 2s, 8s and 9s. Paying dues around here ain't enough. We wanna know what set you from, etc., etc. I do it way better, blood. Don't talk about the big bitch hoe, I was never the one. Only kept that bitch around for the funds, it was never for fun. Pimpin'. All you get is some hand-me-down Uggs. Shout outs to Gambo. Damn, I miss my son. Church, like I'm the heavenly one. Counting hundreds in a 2-piece with a top hat, like I'm Reverend.
Chasing the paper like it was running from me. I'm in the spot counting hundreds until my thumbs is bloody. That's the only way for me to sit up comfortable like Dutch and Bumpy. I clutch a pump, dump it and jump a country. Might be in London, speaking bluntly. One sniff of the pure got your bitch's nerves all twitchy and jumpy. Coming down the block like a slinky thing. Whiskey on the rock with the pinky ring. Bucket hat with the wrinkled brim. I'm in the water where it's sink or swim. Doing math on the abacus. Already made the nickel, I'm thinking Tim. Waving flags like a matador. Already got the juice, so I'm drinking gin. Straight. I'm a product of the 70s. The Gottis and the Genovese. We left bodies buried in the desert. Paid off crooked cops and deputies. Without even carrying a weapon. Cut a tongue out for talking recklessly. On a scale I'm too various to measure. All my soldiers, they walk in step with me.
Oh yeah, if anybody wondering, this project also has the instrumentals for it at the end of it. So it's like a little EP, 4-track EP, but you also get 4 instrumental cuts. So there's that.
Somebody will have to say something. No. Corner those who are cornerable. Everybody won't make it in, wherever it is.
My bad. So the next track is by an artist we rock with called Sharc, and it's called Kung Pao. Yeah, bro, I told you this shit be hitting on some like speakers and some actual headphones. Like, this beat crazy.
I need a new thought and fuckin' with old killers. Dark skin, pick on her toenails. Mama flow kitchen, I cook up a snow hill. Skimmer, he run up 100 or most still. Rugrats, and they be donating gunshots. Bow, I catch y'all up at the bus stop. Jump out, niggas ain't making this truck hot. Kung Pao chicken on me at the drug spot. Running my bands, these niggas is lame. Reach for your waist, get lift like a crane. Mediterranean food by the lake. Young nigga open his tool at the Jake. You gotta commit your life to the gang. I know some niggas indicted for cane. We in the sprinter with strawberry strains. Polo white tee, muddy minute make stain. Louis down bitch gang. I honestly forgot my bitch name. She tryna spit gang. Cartier vision with 10 frame. Drum round spinning, they killing for bust down. Touchdown, click it and keep it on hush now. Bucked out, Kung Pao chicken and drug house. Moscow choppers rushing this rush out. I need a new thought and fuckin' with old killers. Dark skin, pick on her toenails. Mama flow kitchen, I cook up a snow hill. Skimmer, he run up 100 or most still. Rugrats, and they be donating gunshots. Bow, I catch y'all up at the bus stop. Jump out, niggas ain't making this truck hot. Kung Pao chicken on me at the drug spot. AK really been shooting since 8th grade. Drake spray, let that shit rip like a Beyblade. Same day cash out, I'm dropping like AK. I'm sipping clean and I'm ready to make stains. Showing up your piece like wings at the strip club. Duffing 100 inside of the Benz glove. Wendy and Gothic, so why is her wrist cut? Beaming Bahamas with walking a sip cup. I need a new thought and fucking with old killers. Dark skin, pick on her toenails. Mama flow kitchen, I cook up a snow hill. Skimmer, he run up 100 or most still. Rugrats, and they be donating gunshots. Bow, I catch y'all up at the bus stop. Jump out, niggas ain't making this truck hot. Kung Pao chicken on me at the drug spot. Running my bands, these niggas is lame. Reach for your waist, get lift like a crane. Mediterranean food by the lake. Young nigga open his tool at the Jake. You gotta commit your life to the gang. I know some niggas indicted for cane. We in the sprinter with strawberry strains. Polo white tee, muddy minute make stain.
This beat crazy.
I know. We gotta get that on Serato.
Alright. This the track of the night right here.
Right.
Shout out to PG Ra. This is something I wanted to talk about. We can save this for the next episode. And I feel like maybe we get another North Carolinian on here to call in or some shit to, weigh in on this. But it's North Carolinians. We need to stop shitting on the state of South Carolina so much. You said no. What you say?
I said no.
You said no. You still stand on that?
For the most part, depends on what area you're talking about.
Okay, respectfully. Because, my point of view is the whole state of South Carolina is uncivilized. North Carolina? Civilized. All right, anyway. This next artist from South Carolina, PG Ra. Shout out to South Carolina, I guess, from your North Carolinian brethren. The song is called Pop My Shit. I don't know what that little bit was before this shit started, but
Nico, you made that motherfucking beat. Oh, no, you made that motherfucker.
it's funny. Me and John were listening to this joint in the car the other day on the way to get food after running through the set list. And he was vibing to this joint heavy.
She might look good cause I'm drunk, so I still ain't fucking. I put the purse straight on the tongue, ain't need no drain to flush. Do my Dougie dog out and now she think she love me. Deep hitting this shit, I need a chill. Hey, twin, go get my muscle. Do what you want, just please don't touch me, cause them boys gon' bust you. Ain't no way you hot about that bitch, it ain't my fault you come. Ain't no way I ride without that stick. Ain't no way I do a nigga ass bad with this sweet. Bitch, I'm ready to lose it. Shout it backseat with the Uzi, know he ready to use it. Put that shit on bro, I tell him go and they be ready to do. Can't talk about no smoke, I keep it low, cause I'm a heavy influence. I don't want no beef, I'm just a rapper. Lil' one ain't been home 2 weeks, but he still got that. All these bats came in for cheap.
The hook and chorus for this track hard though.
My bitch mad, I'm in the streets, so she blocked my phone. Came home trying to doze off on the lean, and my walk was gone.
Let me pop my shit.
Fuck it, might well do it big. Ain't
got the Glock and I ain't going in.
Do it back, then I do it dirty, that's how you work a team. Let me pop my shit. Fuck it, might well do it big. Ain't got the Glock and I ain't coming in. Throw it back, then I do it dirty. That's how you work a team. I don't give a fuck about niggas dissing. I'm gonna get back. This thing gon' turn them from a twist.
Alright, y'all. Per usual, we appreciate y'all coming through the rock with us. It's getting late over here, so we about to, you know, wind it down. But you know, like I always say, per usual, like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. Let me pop my shit. Okay, I'm gonna do it big. At the clock and I ain't coming in.
Then I do it dirty, that's how you work a team. Let me pop my shit. Fuck it, might well do it big. Ain't got the Glock and I ain't coming in. Throw it back, then I do it dirty, that's how you work a team. Fuck it, let me pop my shit. Fuck it, might well do it big. Ain't got the, then I ain't coming in. Throw it back, then you do it. That's how you work a team. Let me pop my shit. Fuck it, might well do it big. Then I ain't coming in. Throw it back, that's how you work a team.
All right, y'all. It's been real. We'll catch y'all the next time. See y'all later.
Holla back.